Former ANC President Thabo Mbeki and Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe have added their support to the view that former President Jacob Zuma should be disciplined. With less than 4 weeks to go before the May 29 poll, the ANC is pulling out all the stops to bring election campaign leaders on board, especially in the townships. Following in the footsteps of Mbeki, who started his campaign last week, on Friday it was Motlanthe's turn. Vuyo Mvoko has more.
Hitting the campaign trail for the very first time this election season, among the first questions the former ANC deputy president had to face: when did his Damascus conversion moment arrive? When he, along with many other South Africans, witnessed and spoke out against the ANC's misdeeds.
I did make the point that perhaps the ANC has lost the ability to hear the cries and criticisms of its support base, and that perhaps that message would be heard loud and clear if the ANC were to lose elections. It wasn't like a prediction, it wasn't like a wish, but a plea rather to the leadership of the ANC to open up their ears and hear the cries of the ordinary people. That's what it was. Yeah. So there is no contradiction.
As he moved from one door to another, voters detailed their years of pain and suffering. The response? A local ANC councillor taking telephone and ID numbers of complainants, as his seniors promised to address every complaint, including giving this 34-year-old who has never walked a wheelchair within 4 days. Some residents, however, did not hold back.
The way you respect for you have no respect whatsoever. The way you respect your nation.
That's right.
More than 120 kilometers away, another ANC heavyweight who started his campaign last week was having it a little easier from party stalwarts he visited, who were only too happy to see their former president. Perhaps the only awkward moment for Mbeki was having to respond to similar questions to those Motlanthe faced about another ANC president, Jacob Zuma, who next Tuesday has to face an ANC disciplinary process. This follows his decision to form part of and campaign for the newly established MK party.
The right thing to do is to take any person, a very senior person like him, former president of the ANC, who does a thing which is grossly in violation of the Constitution. The ANC must act, and I think they've acted. I think it's correct.
He's also made his choices, and the organization has to ensure that it follows proper procedure.
Going into the weekend and beyond, the ANC is set to roll out even more of its giants, as one NEC member called them today, none of whom had, until now, been part of its campaign. Among them is Matthew Sposa, who has in the past also been a vocal critic of the party, Didi Mabuza, Baleka Mbete, and Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka. For Newzroom Afrika Channel 405, I am Vuyo Mvoko in Johannesburg.